said above the ground. This was in a low depression full of water. All right, right here is where he was in these woods here. Right in there. This is a little town we'll see in just a minute. Cunell, that's the only French word I can pronounce. Cunell. We'll see a picture of that. I'd like to add something personally. This is where my father went through here at the same period of time in the 11th Infantry. We had a guide and came right through these woods in a dirt road, and we found a marker for the 11th Infantry right there. Meuse River is right over here. Paris is about 150 miles back this way. Belgium is right up there. And Luxembourg is about 60, 70 miles over this way. This is a little town going into it. All right, this was the town in 1918. You can see what was going on in. This is it today. Eddie Rickenbacker had a lot of action going on, shot down several planes. This is another view right here. All right, this is right here, I'll paraphrase this, says to our allies, the Americans and the brave Captain Harris, liberators of this little town. Over here, that's Harris Street. We met this lady right here. Now this is the little town that adopted him as an honorary citizen. These little towns were 100, 150 people. Very small. This was this is what they call a private monument that General Harris put up in honor of his son. And this was down in the woods. Of course, it was in French. All right, this today, we took this picture over there. The original was down in these woods somewhere where he was killed. They had so many people coming through here. Now this is out in the country. They moved it up on the road here. That's the inscription. He was awarded the Distinguished Service Cross. All right, this is the ceremony I just read you about. These are the French troops. These are American troops. Now this was in 1993. That's another picture. It's a dirt road out in the middle of nowhere. It's probably, what, 2-3 miles across there, showing? Yeah, there's a better shot of the road. That's just typical around here. Right there's Cunell. These American troops going through there. You can see how shot all the pieces of this town. Now this is the average town today. This is where my father was wounded in this little town. But that'll give you some idea. They all look just alike. You got the Catholic Church and everything is built around it. You see some of these trenches that still exist today out in the woods. This is a bunker, concrete, probably German. That is a German bunker. The Germans developed the super concrete in World War I, and these things, this is out in a farmer's pasture. You see a lot of this stuff out in the woods. These little, around Verdun, it was about 8 or 9 little villages were totally destroyed, wiped off of the face of the earth. Several of them, everybody was killed. The groundwater was totally destroyed. So many unexploded shells laying around, it was dangerous to do anything, so the French went in there and they built these little chapels, and they're carried on the books as a living city, and they have a mayor. And they have a ceremony every year honoring the people. World War I pierced the heart of everybody in France. They'll never forget it. Never forget it. In fact, they had a ceremony the morning we went to this place. We had to leave, and we came back that afternoon after they left. All right, here's barbed wire from 1914 to 18. Can you imagine that? Still out in the woods. That's nearly 100 years ago. That's with a French gun emplacement. All right, this is the chapel of the largest American cemetery in Europe. It's World War I. It's 14,000 doughboys are buried there. It's not the one in at D-Day. This is the picture. Of course, they all look alike. All well kept. This is, I just threw that in. This church is 11th century date, built on an old Roman ruin, and we went there, and it had a little lunch back here with some French people. But anyway, this church was just about 3 or 4 miles outside of all this heavy fighting and completely unscathed. Not a scratch on it. Alright. Can you see right here? You see that cross at the marker? Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a French cemetery. We came out of these woods on a dirt road in the middle of nowhere, and this was absolutely gorgeous. This thing was about 10 feet wide, and it was about, what, 7, 8 rows of these flowers, Charlotte? Unreal. It was the prettiest cemetery I saw in France, but all French, and the crosses are all down through here with these beautiful flowers. Okay, lights.